We had done a village down in Berry called the Arbour that was a very special site and has worked really well. But at the same time as we were doing Berry, we actually met the Sisters of the Good Samaritan, and we were helping them with some rezoning work on a parcel of land they'd owned for over 100 years. And so we've had the opportunity here at Wivenhoe to deliver a village on prime residential land that would normally never have a retirement village on it. And I think the response and the result is really worth seeing. We've really put a lot of effort in making sure the houses are very particularly suited to this area. Kristy, who's a local from the area, has been very involved in creating the house designs and refining them and taking the feedback from people.
It's nice to be able to arm people with the information that they need to make those decisions and to see it through to fruition, and more importantly, to see the back end of it when they've moved in here. That in itself is quite rewarding.
It's actually meant to be a house you're going to go, oh wow, this is much better than what I've got now. Because houses, after a while, will work against you. They won't suit you anymore. And these houses here are designed to give you everything you need and possibly even, an upgrade to your lifestyle. We pretty well took elements we like from Berry. All the homes have really private courtyards. They all open onto either outdoor spaces or they open onto private parks, which again is exactly what we've done down in Berry as well. We've probably refined our thinking with the private parks a little bit as well. So what we tend to do is people open onto a grassed area that's almost like a private area that we of course mow, but then there's a great treescape that just gives them a sense of privacy from neighbours, or they may be on an edge where they're just literally looking out on the bush.
7 kilometres of cycleway and footpath that makes its way throughout the estate. Yep. So that also meanders through Kirkham Rise. And we find that the residents here are really loving that. So they get out amongst the bushland. The way that it works is the pool is sunken underneath, then you have a bar and the deck and everything. So yeah, that's very exciting. I had a lady say to me just yesterday, she said to me, Kristy, I don't feel like I've moved to a retirement village. In my opinion, it's not a retirement village. I've just moved to a new house. Yeah. And I thought, well, isn't that lovely? That's exactly how it is. Yeah. And she saw that completely as an upgrade. I've moved, I've made an educated decision to go into something that works better for us. Yeah. And she loves it. And I thought, well, that's a winner.
Essentially at Wivenhoe Village, you're in an area where only 20% of 150 hectares has been developed for residential housing. The rest will be preserved in perpetuity. It's a very personal thing for us, and so I don't think you can have lots of villages and still keep it a very personal experience. But the way we've looked at it is, we just so happen, when we find the right piece of land, we could not do it. It would have been a disservice not to build a village here, because the land is just magnificent. And we've sort of touched on it, but you have to come here to understand just the connection to nature that you've got here. And there's one thing I've learned over time, is that when people are sort of connected to nature and open spaces and beauty, just the sense of well-being that gives you both physically and mentally is immense. And that is something that Wivenhoe, I've never seen another site, the Arbour included, that just has that natural beauty at the doorstep. And knowing the overall arrangement with the sisters, the fact that that's going to be there perpetually is just an amazing asset to this village.